Darth Vader, originally born Anakin Skywalker, the fallen Jedi. In this video, we won't examine so much as Vader's powers, his suit mechanics, or his lightsaber. Rather, we will examine his own perception of himself and the galaxy. Welcome to this episode of Star Wars Theory. I hope everyone's having a good day. We know how Vader was viewed by the galaxy, a tyrant, machine, warlord, god, possibly, but I think an even better question is, how did he view himself? In this video, we'll take all evidence we have from the book, The Rise of Darth Vader, comics, and the movies. Let's begin. Vader was complex, borderline schizophrenic, impulsive, short-tempered, introverted, and ultimately, severely depressed. Anakin's turn to the dark side of the Force was for many reasons, which I'll cover in another video. His main concern was to save his wife, Padme, from dying. The obsession to control death of those he loved was an ability he transfixed over for years after the death of his mother.
Someday I will be the most powerful Jedi ever. I promise you. I will even learn to stop people from dying.
At the sign of her supposed betrayal to his reasons for turning to the dark side in order to explore deeper, darker forbidden paths to power, he choked Padme, inducing heartbreak and inevitably causing her unwillingness to live. After his mistake in the fight against Obi-Wan, he suffered a physical and mental transformation into a half-man, half-machine being that we know as Darth Vader. Having failed to become a Jedi Master, failed to learn the secrets to stop those he cared about from dying, lost to Obi-Wan Kenobi, indirectly killed his wife, and now had to spend the rest of his existence as a cyborg entombed in a black suit, Vader was extremely depressed. In the novel I mentioned at the beginning of this video by James Luceno, a narrative on Vader reads, Padme was dead and Obi-Wan was running for his life, as stripped of everything as Vader was, without friends, family, purpose. Clenching his right hand, he cursed the Force. What had it ever provided him but pain? Torturing him with the foresight, with visions he was unable to prevent, leading him to believe that he had great power when he was little more than its servant. Now, Vader loathed himself to the point that he never ate solid food. Well, because it was more convenient, but also mainly because the food itself made him feel too human. He felt this was a pleasure reserved for good people, for human beings of good heart. So instead, his suit offered him vile-tasting nutrients through tubes, wires, and oral paste to substitute his need to eat real food. This was one way he tortured himself for killing Padme.
You brought him here to kill me!
During a mission on the planet Atoa, he tried to kill himself. During the now non-canon comic where Vader fought the apparition of Darth Maul, Vader ended up putting his lightsaber through his own abdomen as a means to get to Maul himself. And when asked what could possess him to hate something so much, he proclaimed himself. All these things show us just how much he really hated his existence and regretted what he did to Anakin in his previous life, to his friends and Jedi Masters. His view of the galaxy was very different, however. It was quite skewed from a rebel's perspective. He felt the Empire was the only way the galaxy could attain peace, justifying his actions and those of the Empire as necessary to accomplish this. In the book Rise of Darth Vader by James Luceno, Palpatine tells Vader, if not for us, the galaxy would have never been restored to order. Now you must embrace the sacrifices you made to bring this about, and revel in the fact that you have fulfilled your destiny. It can all be yours, my young apprentice. Anything you wish. His thoughts of this were as follows, and I quote, Palpatine's machinations and Anakin's defection to the Sith has been the essential to bringing peace to the galaxy, essential to placing power in the hands of those resourceful enough to use it properly, in order to save the galaxy's myriad species from themselves, to end the incompetence of the Senate, to dissolve the bloated, entitled Jedi Order, whose masters were blind to the decay they had fostered. As we can see, to Vader, he thought the galaxy was free this way, just as he had told Obi-Wan. He had brought
Peace, freedom, justice, and security to my new empire.
And those who were against him.
Then you're my enemy.
When it came to his thoughts about killing people, he told Dengar that he didn't enjoy it at all, unlike his master, Darth Sidious, who marveled at the fact of killing someone new. To conclude our analysis of Vader's image of himself, at the end of Return of the Jedi on the Battle of Endor, he also strongly believed that he was irredeemable when Luke tries to bring him back.
I feel the conflict within you. Let go of your hate.
It is too late for me, son.
However, inevitably, all it took was Luke to prevent himself from fighting back against Vader and killing his father, to finally bring Anakin back to the light. What do you guys think about Vader's perception of himself? Let me know what you think in the comments, and if you like this video, please hit like to support the channel. Thank you all so much for watching, my fellow Jedi and Sith friends. I'll see you all in tomorrow's episode of Star Wars Theory. Until then, remember,
The Force will be with you, always.
Now, fulfill your destiny.